Hello students, welcome back. I hope all of you are doing well. So today again we will start the story of Dr. Dolittle, and today we will complete the whole chapter. So without further delay, let's start today's chapter, page 60 from third paragraph. Okay? So that was the way the doctor came to know that animals had a language of their own and could talk to one another. And all that afternoon, while it was raining, Polynesia sat on the kitchen table, giving him bird words to put down in the book. So that day, the doctor came to know that animal had their own language and they can communicate or interact or talk with other animals also. Okay, so throughout the evening, while it was raining, Polynesia gave all the bird words. Okay, and what Dolittle did, he wrote it down in his notebook. At tea time, when the dog Jip came in, the parrot said to the doctor, "See, he's talking to you." "Looks to me as though he were scratching his ears," said the doctor. "But animals don't always speak with their mouths," said the parrot in a high voice, raising her eyebrows. "They talk with their ears, with their feet, with their tails, with everything. Sometimes they don't want to make a noise. Do you see now the way he's twitching up one side of his nose? Now, yes, it's a very important thing. Animals cannot speak always, okay? They show the sign gestures, okay? They show gestures in order to communicate. We humans can talk, but sometimes we fail to understand an animal's want or what they're desiring, but we should understand the animals too, okay? Because they cannot able to speak, okay? They can communicate within themselves, but they show only the gestures in order to communicate with the humans. Okay, so once the dog Jip came and he was tried to show some gestures. Okay, he was scratching his ears, and the doctor could not pick up what the dog is trying to say. So what Polynesia said, that every time it's not necessary that animal will speak only. Okay, they can also use some gestures. You have to understand what they are wanting or what their desires are. So what's that mean? Asked the doctor. That means, can't you see that it has stopped raining? Polynesia answered. He is asking you a question. Dogs nearly always use their nose for asking questions. Now, this is an important fact. We came to know that dogs always used their nose for asking questions. So, after a while, with the parrot's help, the doctor got to learn the language of the animals so well that he could talk to them himself and understand everything they said. Then he gave up being a people's doctor altogether. So, what happened? By Polynesia's help, the doctor got to learn the animal's language and he became an expert in that. Okay, he could able to communicate by himself only now. And finally, he gave up being a people's doctor and became an animal's doctor. So, the chapter is completed now. Now let me give you a quick recapitulation, because since we have taken so many classes on this, so let me give you a quick recapitulation of the whole chapter. Firstly, this is a story about a doctor named Dr. John Dolittle. He was a MD, a renowned doctor in his town. Okay, and he was a people's doctor. Okay, but he was very much fond of animals and he also loved to keep them in his house. Okay, one day a woman came in his house and she sat on a hedgehog, and followed that incident she never visited Okay, she had rheumatism, means joint pain or muscle pain. Okay, so followed that incident, she never visited this doctor's house again. So she traveled far in order to check up. Okay, and followed this incident, none of the people came to visit this doctor except cat meets man. So what happened? His income got low, and he became poorer and poorer. Okay, so in order to feed his animals, just because he loved his animals so much, so he had to feed them. So in order to feed them, what he had done, he sold his piano as well as his coat also. Then what happened? But the money did not last long. So what he did? Once cat meets man came to see him. Okay, he had a severe pain, so in order to take medicine, he came to see the doctor. And what he said, he proposed Dr. John Dolittle that he can be a animals doctor. Okay, instead of people's doctor, he can be an animals doctor, because he wrote a book and which mesmerized him. Okay, and it was further supported by Polynesia. So Polynesia taught him the the animals language, and Dr. Dolittle became an expert, and he then gave up being a people's doctor and became an animals doctor. So that's all for today, children. I hope you enjoyed the story, and meeting you again in our next class with something new. So till that time, take care of yourself, and thank you.